Hey there, Billy, back with you for another edition of the Iron Fist. We are just 4 days away from the Super Bowl 41, Indianapolis Colts, Chicago Bears. If you know that, you know that I went 1-1 in my championship game predictions. Overall, in my NFL playoff predictions, my 8-ball has gone 4-6, 66%, which is, I feel, pretty good. So, I'm going to have my Super Bowl predictions in just a moment, but first I want to talk about some Super Bowl memories. Obviously, some Super Bowl awards I want to give out. Super Bowl awards, most inspirational performance. Oh, you got to go John Elway in Super Bowl 32. What a performance he put on against the Green Bay Packers in San Diego, down in Southern California. What a performance. He did so well. We all remember his helicopter run where he ran down, got the first down, got hit, got turned around like the propeller of a helicopter. Great. My most favorite Super Bowl moment, party-wise, is the exact same Super Bowl, Super Bowl 32. I was here, my first experience with the Super Bowl party in my own house. Had some friends over that I knew from youth group at church, and we were watching a great game between the Packers and the Broncos back and forth. And I remember there was a point there where the Broncos had control of the game, and they got a turnover from the Packers. They recovered a fumble. And then right after that, John Elway threw an interception, and my dad was in here, and he's expletive. And it was so funny because here I am with my church friends at a Super Bowl party in my house, and here my dad is cussing. It was so funny. My favorite Super Bowl of all time, just a few years ago, Panthers-Patriots, Super Bowl 38. What a Super Bowl that was. It started off slow, if you remember. It started off really slow. Defensive, just field position battle. But then there was a moment, maybe halfway through the second quarter, where it just got picking up. And by the time the second quarter was over and we got to halftime, infamous halftime, if you remember, it was 14-10, I believe, Patriots ahead. And then it went back and forth in the second half. Fourth quarter was tense, but the Panthers took the lead. But we all know Adam Vinatieri, how clutch he was for the Patriots. If the game went field goal, 32-29. For my money, the best Super Bowl that there's been. So, Super Bowl 41. My prediction for this, coming from my trusty 8-ball. Remember, 66% my 8-ball. So let's take a look at what his predictions, as I always do. I ask you whether or not the home team is going to win, and I believe the home team is the Bears. So I'm going to ask you if the Bears are going to win. 8-ball. Are the Bears going to win? Outlook, not so good. Sorry, Bear fans. And like I always do, I defend my 8-ball prediction. So I'm going to defend why the Colts are going to win. And the Colts are on a hot streak. Much like the Steelers of last year got hot, went on a run towards the end, the Colts are this year's hot team. They played well towards the end of the season. Remember, they had a Monday night game against the Bengals. Bengals were playing really well at the time, and they went into Indy. And everybody was kind of predicting that the Bengals would win that game because the Bengals were playing well, Colts were not. But the Colts played really well that game, put a spanking on the Bengals, then nonstop. Also, the Bengals are playing very well on both ends of the ball. We've realized in this playoff that the Bengals can win on either end of the football field. Defensively, they won football games on the defensive side when the offense has not played well. They played well against the Chiefs, won that game even though the offense wasn't playing well. The defense played well against the Ravens and held them to 6 points. And the offense didn't play well that game. The defense did, and they won. Turning around in the AFC Championship game, the defense didn't play well against the Patriots, but the offense picked up. So they're playing well on both ends of the floor on the field. So they have the confidence knowing that they can win on either side of the field. So also, I'm not sure the Colts defense is going to be able to stop Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning not played well in the first 2 games of the playoffs, played pretty well, in the AFC Championship game. But what I see, I think Peyton Manning's going to have a good game because the Bears defense, not as good as it started off the season with when they were just crushing opponents, but they're playing well, and the Bears defense, I'm not sure, even if they get a quick lead, or maybe they lead in late in the game, which I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but even if they lead, the Colts can go from their regular offense and they can do the hurry-up offense, which they did with Patriots to get back in the game. If you notice in that Patriots game, the Colts were down 21-3, and then they changed gears. They went to a hurry-up, no-huddle offense, and then they started playing well. They got some momentum, and I think they can do that if they fall behind. Otherwise, I mean, Peyton Manning, he pretty much carved up any defense, finding holes. I mean, it's amazing how wide open his receivers get with Harrison and the Ben, I forget his name. They just always seem to be open by a huge cushion. So I know the Bears defense is good, but look for the Colts victory. Peyton Manning gets the monkey off his back. Super Bowl 41. You'll see it this Sunday. You've got my predictions, so take that with you. Have a great day.